Hello, welcome back. Welcome to day 8 of our 30-day yoga challenge. Congratulations on another day. I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to get started. We're going to give our upper body a little bit of a break today, and we're going to focus on the lower body. But if you still want to have a block to support you in your practice on the ground, feel free to invite a block and go ahead and grab all of your items, and let's get started with day 8 of our practice. As we come to a seat, today's mantra is, I am releasing negative thoughts. And negative thoughts can be negativity against yourself, negative thoughts against other people, just negative thoughts in general. You know, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're just not in a good mood. You're just thinking negative. So let's just try to release some of those negative thoughts that we have today. And I'm not saying we're going to create miracles, but we set that intention. And I am such a key component on what gets measured gets moved. And when we set our intention, when we set our mantra, and we release those negative thoughts, the mind will hear us. So as we come down to a nice comfortable seat, we're going to bring our palms out because we want to release that negativity. We want to open ourselves up. You can bring your gaze down onto your mat or gently close your eyes. And as you repeat the mantra aloud or to yourself, I am releasing negative thoughts. Exhale that out. Take an inhale. Exhale out. I am releasing negative thoughts. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release the negative thoughts. Let the shoulders come down as you release those negative thoughts. Take one more inhale in. Exhale, and release the negative thoughts. Just let your body sway for a moment. Just taking that in. Because sometimes when we need to release it, we need to move. And that's okay. We're going to take our hands down by our side. Just ground ourselves here. Allow those fingertips to press into your mat. Connect with the earth. Allow those shoulders to come down. Lift the chest up nice and high. Just let your body connect. Getting your body and your mind mentally ready for this practice. Letting your body prepare yourself as you arrive here mentally. Being present on the mat. We're going to inhale. We're going to bring those arms over to one side. So take your arms up overhead. I'm going to start with my left. And take it down and go to the other side. Just a gentle stretch on either side. Going to the opposite side. And coming down, going over again. And then bringing it back to center, back to stillness. Taking those shoulders up. And back. And up. And back. And one more up. And back. Let your body sink in here. We're going to bring ourselves up onto our knees. Taking those feet right behind us. Maybe you need a block here, and that's okay. Place a block in between. So you can bring your feet out just a little bit wider as you set that block right in between. Wherever it feels comfortable for you. If not, we're going to bring our hips right and our sit bones right over our heels. Taking our fingertips gently behind us. And if the fingertips don't quite reach the ground, we use our blocks. Placing our hands on the blocks. Lift through the chest. Allow the head to come back. Gently resting your head on your back. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. letting those shoulders relax. And on that exhale, bringing that gaze back in front. Our drishti point, something that we focus on, is going to be right in front of us. You can take your yoga block off to the side. We will use it if you need it. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us. As we inhale, we're going to bring our knees right underneath our shoulders. So lower that body down for your cow pose. Press into the fingertips as you arch the spine up for cat. Inhale, lower down for cow. And exhale up for cat. One more. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, press into the fingertips. Lift the hips. Lift the back. And come back to your nice neutral tabletop position. We're going to take that right leg out. Stretch it out behind us. Stretch it down. And then bring it through. We're going to bring it all the way through, framing our hands. Readjust your body to where that knee is tracking right over top of your ankle. Allow your body to be centered here as we bring our hands off of the mat. So come up here. We're in our low lunge. Our knee is down. Just bring yourself forward. Gently shift where that knee is coming right over the ankle. So hinge forward. If you need to walk that foot out, that's fine. Feeling that stretch in the hip. Bring those arms up overhead. Bringing that gaze forward, relaxing your neck, letting those shoulders relax away from your ears. On that exhale, bring those hands to heart center. We're going to bring a twist into our body, taking that left elbow, take it over to the opposite knee. Bring that gaze up towards your elbow. Invite a small twist into the body. Take 2 breaths here, just letting your body relax. Remember to keep that bend into the knee. And then on that inhale, coming back to center, bringing those arms up overhead. And exhale, lower the hands down. We're going to push that foot back to that tabletop position. Give your knees a little rock from left to right. I'm going to take that left leg out. Again, bring that heel down towards the earth. We're stretching the calf. Maybe moving that ankle a little bit. And then shifting the weight back. We're going to inhale, bring that foot through to frame the hands. Bring it through, maybe walk it forward a little bit because you know we're going to lean forward. So lean up, bring those arms up overhead. Keeping that knee tracking right over that ankle as you shift the hips forward. Having that drishti point right in front of you. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. We're going to twist that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Bring that gaze up towards the elbow. Continue to breathe, relax the neck. Let the shoulder come away from the ears. Maybe see if you can make room in between. Create some space here. And on that inhale, come back to center. Bring those arms back up overhead. And on that exhale, bring those hands down. We're going to step that foot back, tucking our toes. We're going to push back to our downward facing dog. Push back. This is our first one. Feel free to paddle the feet out. Bend opposite knees. Move your hips. Move your shoulders. Have fun with it. Shake your head. And then settle the heels down. Shift the weight back. Walk the gaze up the leg. Tucking that chin into the chest. I'm going to bring that right leg up towards the sky. Maybe bring it over for a 3-legged dog just to open that hip up. Bring it through to frame the hands. We're going to come up for that warrior one. So we're here in our warrior one. We got that bend into the knee. But this time I want you to now turn that back foot because we're going to go into lunges. So you're going to turn that back foot towards the front of the mat. So now both feet are tracking towards the front. We're in our high lunge here. See if you can squat down just a little bit more. Get that squat. And on that exhale, lower those hands down. We're going to come down onto that back knee. Come back down into that low lunge. Bring those arms up overhead. Again, shift, adjust the body. The knee is going to be tracking right over the ankle. And on that exhale, we're going to take that left hand down to the inside of the right foot. Sweeping that right arm up overhead. Invite that twist into the body. We're getting those twists nice and deep. Continue to breathe. We're going to move that arm around. So we're going to make a circle with that right arm. Make a circle. Nice wide circle. We're just inviting some movement into the arms. I know we've been working on the arms a lot. And when you get back up to the top, bring some stillness back into that arm. We're going to come back, bringing both arms in front. Gaze is towards the front of the mat. Continue that bend into the knee. On that exhale, bring those hands down to frame your foot. Tuck the back toe. Push back to your downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out. Shift the weight back. Walk the gaze up the leg. We're coming into that other side. We're going to bring the left leg up overhead. Bring it over. For three-legged dog here. Bring it through. We're going to frame the hands. Come into that warrior one pose. Now we should be okay where we are to know that once we get into that lunge, we need to bring that foot forward. So pivot that back foot towards the front of the mat. Notice where you are. Maybe you begin to wobble. It's okay. Hold on to a wall if you need to. Bring those arms back up overhead. Nice and strong here in our warrior, relaxing those shoulders away from our ears. And then lower your knees down. Untuck the toe. Bring those hands down. Very nice. Readjust wherever you need to. Going to take those arms back up. And then now this time we're taking the right hand down to the inside of the left foot. Pivot, bring that arm up overhead. Bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe. Again, we're going to make those circles with our arms. Giving our arms all the love it needs. And when it gets back up to the top, bring that gaze up. On that exhale, take that hand down. We're going to tuck the back toe, come back into that downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet out. And then bringing those heels to stillness, shift the weight back. I'm going to bring that right leg up and take it through. Frame the hands, come down into that back knee. We're inside of that lunge. So this time we're going to flow it out. So we're going to bring those arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to shift the weight back. So shift the weight back. I'm going to place that foot back down, come back into that knee. Bring the arms up overhead. On that exhale, plant the hands down, step the back foot up to meet the front, come into that forward fold. On that exhale, we're going to step the opposite leg back, come down onto that knee, bring those arms up overhead, feeling that stretch. And then we're going to push away, bring that hips back towards the heels. Bring your feet back. Flex your toes back. Give your body that stretch. Now see if you can keep those hips as square as you can. We often want to tilt in, go to one side. We still want to keep our body nice and square. Keep that lift. That's where those blocks come into play. If you'd like to place your hands on blocks, if your hands don't quite reach it down to the earth, feel free to place those hands on blocks. It's all right. It's not cheating at all. And on that exhale, bring that foot back forward. We're going to tuck that back foot. Bring our foot up to meet the front. Come back into that forward fold. On that inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Extended mountain. On that exhale, bringing those arms down into our mountain pose. Our drishti point is right in front of us. Just allow yourself to ground here. We're releasing those negative thoughts. So we ground ourselves, releasing it out with every exhale. And on that inhale, bringing those arms up. Exhale down, forward fold. I'm going to plant the right foot back. This time we're going to stay up on the ball of that back foot. We're going to take our right hand into the center and maybe taking our left hand onto our hip and just allowing our bodies to open up. Maybe bringing that arm behind us, looking behind us. And if it's possible, lifting up. We lift up into that lunge, maybe bringing our arms out to a T, letting our shoulders relax. Continue to look behind you, bring that gaze behind you, make those arms nice and soft. And on that exhale, bringing that front hand back down, taking that arm and placing it down. Come back to your plank pose. We're here in our nice plank, or come down to your tabletop, whatever's comfortable. We're going to push back to that downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths. Walking the gaze up the leg. Tucking that chin into the chest. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's take our right foot forward, our left is back. Again, we're here in that lunge. Allowing our bodies to be up onto the ball of the back foot. Going to take that left hand right beside our right foot. Left hand beside our right foot. And then again, you can bring your hand onto your hip. Invite a gentle twist into the body. Maybe taking that hand behind you. And then if it's available, lifting your body up. Coming up to that T on the opposite side. We're finding that strength. We're finding that balance. Continue to look behind you. I want you to take 2 breaths. Maybe thinking of some negative energy, some negative thoughts. And release it out on the exhale. Lower that front hand. Come back down. We're going to take that back foot up to meet the front. Paddle your feet out into the forward fold. I'm going to step that right foot back. Come down into that right foot. Untuck the right toe. We're going to shift the weight all the way back. So we're going to bring the heels all the way down towards our bottom. So we're here in almost our half hero pose. Just allow your body to be nice and comfortable. Feel free if you'd like to place a block underneath that hip. If you don't want to balance, that is okay. You can have a block here as well. On that inhale, we're going to come forward, bringing our body forward. And we're going to do a rock. So we're going to come back and forth. So bring yourself back. Come all the way down and then come forward. See if we can do that with 1 breath. On that inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. And exhale, forward. Tucking that back toe, come back up into that forward fold. Bringing that nose towards the knee. Placing the hands down. We're going to step the right foot back this time. So we're going to step our left foot back this time. Coming all the way down. Untuck the toe. We're going to shift back onto the heel. Again, you can place a block on that opposite side. Just allowing your body to be square here. We're engaging that core as well. And then on that exhale, we're going to come forward. Leaning into that front knee. Maybe you need to walk that foot out just a little bit more, coming forward. and come back. Come forward and shift back. See if we can do one breath, one movement, and come back. Exhale forward and back. Exhale forward and back. Exhale forward and back. One more for good measure. Exhale forward and inhale back. Coming forward onto that front, untuck the back toe and hinge forward. Allow that head to come towards the nose. Allow that head to come towards our knee. Relaxing our shoulders away from our ears. We're going to come all the way up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Allow our body to come up into our mountain pose. Press into the toes. Bring our arms up overhead. Bringing those hands down to heart center. We're here in our mountain pose. Just letting our body surrender here. Again, releasing those negative thoughts. We're going to bring our hands down to our side. Step our feet out. If you're at the front of your mat, your feet are going to be as wide as your mat. Just rock your hips from left to right. We want to release that energy. Shake your hands. Release it out. Bring your hips to stillness. Bring those arms overhead. Exhale, wide forward fold. Bringing your head down. Maybe giving your hips another rock from left to right. If you're noticing the sensation in the hamstrings, give it some oxygen. Release it out. Give it a little rock. Have some fun with it. And then come to stillness. Allowing yourself to relax into this wide forward fold. Letting your head relax. Bringing the gaze behind you. On that exhale, we're going to put a bend into the knees as we squat the bottom down. Bringing those hands behind us as we come down onto our mat. Maybe we do that same roll that we did yesterday, but maybe bringing the hands behind us this time and then bringing the shoulders forward as we roll in a circle. Just releasing that tension from our lower back. Going the opposite way. Keep going. And one more. Once you come back to center, we're going to bring those hands up. Bring the hands together, palms to touch at our hearts. Just letting our body come down from our practice. Maybe our heart rate is starting to come back to our normal resting heart rate. We come back to our mantra today. I am releasing negative thoughts. We continue to say that to ourselves, rather aloud or in silence. We release any negative energy that we feel, especially negative energy towards ourselves and negative thoughts towards ourselves. We're dealing with some very different times, and there may be negativity all around us. But we have to create those moments of positivity. Plant the seed of positivity into your day. Maybe if that's having a plant that makes you happy, or maybe a special color. That's how we begin to train our minds to look for the positive things. Every day won't be sunny, but at least we can sprinkle some sun throughout the day. As we allow our eyes to gently close, sealing our practice, sealing today's mantra, I am releasing negative thoughts. I invite you to join me to take 3 deep breaths, taking a breath in through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Let the shoulders relax. 2 more, inhale in. Exhale, open mouth. Let it all come out. Last one, let's make it count. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, release it out. I want you to thank yourself. You continue to show up for you. You make this time in your day. There's so many things that we have going on, but you make that time for you. Thank yourself for that. Thank your body. Every day it shows up, no matter what. I thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your yoga journey. We've completed day 8. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9. I'm feeling full. I don't know about you, but I wish you all the best in your day. Namaste. All right, we've completed another day from our challenge. I am so excited that you're sticking in there and you're completing this journey. This journey is going to be awesome. These next few days are going to be the ones that make you, because we're now starting the process. And when we're under those 15 days, you really get to make a journey, make a challenge for yourself. So this is where the habit starts to come in. If you don't already have an accountability buddy, make sure that you get someone that you can keep honest on this practice, right? It's not only just for you, it's for them as well. And when you have a buddy, you tend to stick with it. Also, if you don't have a buddy, please reach out to me, tag me on social media. Let me know how you're enjoying the practice. I really enjoy this journey and this challenge just as much as you do, and I get a lot out of it. So I really like to hear how you're doing in the journey. Let me know if it's anything that I can help with. I thank you so much for being a part of this 30-day challenge, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.